What's up, everyone? Welcome to Dakota. Today we have a very interesting game. This is between two quite low rated players, and this was due to the outcome of a poll. Wow, you can already see it. This guy doesn't want these bison to get away and is killing as many of them as he can, actually shooting them away from his TC. But before we get into this game a little bit deeper, I did a poll on the channel, and the early results were pretty heavily in favor of, on both ends, of really high rated games and really low rated games. And I don't know if I've ever done a game like this. So let's get into the introductions. Up here in this is actually the Dutch player. In the northwest, we have Dutch playing as the color blue. This is Data to Go. And in the southeast, we have William Wallace playing as the British in the color red. And he is going for a unique opening as well. So this is, let me tell you where these guys' ratings stand. So right now, these guys are both right around the 700 ELO mark. William Wallace is at 708. He has over 500 games, so he knows what he's doing. A max ELO of 734, so he might even be on the upswing, improving. And Data to Go up here, the Dutch player who's starting trade post, very interestingly. And you know what? This could be a good strategy, 10-10, I don't know, with Dutch. Or maybe he doesn't even know that Dutch. Actually, now that I look at his stats, he plays 100% Dutch, so he knows exactly what he's doing. Data to Go is currently rated 683. He's played over 600 games, and his max ELO is 950. So this guy is actually probably the favorite here, even though he's currently rated lower. He's had a significantly higher max ELO, and he's played a few Empires Wars games. Our other opponent has played, well, nothing else. So these guys are strictly 1v1 beasts, 1v1 monsters. And I like this. I mean, this makes some real good sense here. Data to Go going for the 10-10 with a trade post. A couple of aggressive villagers hunting out here, getting a stray dog, but sending Colbertism. They're like Colbert, like the late night. Never. Anyway, the food trickle card. So he doesn't have to build a house, though he is chopping for it and building it now. He's not going to be able to train a villager, so a little bit of disconnect there. But if you just put them all on food, this would have been a really good age up timing. So we'll see. You know, if you're a fan of this channel, if you watch this channel regularly, you're probably used to some pretty high rated stuff. I think most viewers are probably pretty good at the game, or at least understand the basics and timings perhaps. But these guys, I gotta assume they strictly play for fun. I don't think they might not even know what timings are, what it even means. But you know, they enjoy the game, they play it, and you know, sometimes I get jealous of these guys because they're not worried. They don't get upset. They don't get nervous about losing rated games or like having the ladder anxiety. Most likely, I mean, they could, but these guys are just playing for the joy of the game, and that's what's so great about it, man. I mean, sometimes we all forget that if we get too caught up in trying to win and trying to get the best out of every unit and all that, even though that is very fun and I love the competition factor. These guys, they probably love their base building, and these actually could be two of the more base building focused civs, as Dutch obviously likes their banks and potentially forts. Brits will love to get their manners and get that line of sight all over the map. So we'll take a look at their scouting. Some pretty solid scouting from Data to Go. You can kind of see it might be clear that he is the higher rated player. He's dropping a market now. He's aging up with the governor. I think that is the outpost wagon. You don't see that often with Dutch. And Brits, they did send 3 vills now going for Virginia Company. And he went for an extra manor. Looks like he's going for another one. He's getting the market as well. Hunting dogs are already in. Placer mines. He's getting all the eco upgrades early. So, I mean, maybe he has like the right idea in what you want to do in an RTS game, as in getting economic upgrades. I'm actually quite impressed with both of their, well, Data to Go, not quite making too many vills, but William Wallace consistently making vills, not much idle time at all, if any. But we'll see what, yeah, Data to Go with the 200 coin and outpost wagon age up might be scaring his opponent with a sub 5 minute age up You know, that could be a little bit intimidating. He's got the Theaters card in his deck, so we might see some Ronin. That would be really nice. Now, I'm a little bit nervous. I have no idea how long this game's going to go. You guys obviously have a better idea if you look at the length of the video, but going into this, I knew this game was 20 plus minutes, and I just, you know, assume that lower rated games can typically go for quite a while, so we'll see. I've got some drinks here, some water. I'm set for the long run. But hopefully we get some excitement here. Another villager does pop out, and a little bit of idle time, but he's moving. Oh, so now this is kind of a bad thing, having so much idle shipment, home city shipment time. You get so much value the earlier you get these cards out. Something like 700 wood would go far, or even the bank wagon, just get it trickling in. That would be huge. But he is opening with the barracks here. Still just at 11 vills and no banks. Outpost in base. So trying to get his strategy in mind. And there's the bank wagon. See if he can't even really afford anything other than a pikeman right now. 4 vills, 4 merchants, I should say. He's gonna follow up that bank wagon. So he's going eco heavy. And Will and Wallace now starting to age up to age 2 with the governor. That's the outpost wagon and 200 coin we just saw from the Dutch player. And he's going with the advanced mill. Let's take a better look at his deck. He did send the Vills and Virginia Company, so he should be dropping these manners. He's got the wood. Now advanced mill ships 1 mill wagon, and mills are cheaper and stronger. 100% extra hit points. Oh, his explorer does go down to the outpost, the first kill of the game. Not technically a kill, but he's gonna have to rescue Freedom a little bit earlier, a little bit later in the game. Let's see, Jodocus Hondius? I'm so bad with names. I should just stop trying. The bank wagon going safely and securely in the back of the base. Up to 12 vills and 1 bank and more vills on the way. Brit is at 27 vills though. That mill is there. In age 1, the advanced mill with 5,000 HP. All the age 1 market techs looking really good for William Wallace here, I think. Even though he's a bit slower in the age up and not quite utilizing the Virginia Company card and dropping all these manners. He could drop quite a few right now. Let's check his line of sight. He's got a little bit, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. William Wallace might be slacking with these manners. Looks like another treasure is going to potentially go to data to go in a little bit. He's getting these 3 pikes out. I wonder what they're going to be used for. And yeah, I mean, just some really late game cards in this deck. Just he's ready for the industrial play. I don't know if we are, but he definitely is. And 700 wood is going to be coming in. William Wallace. You know, I'm kind of wondering what these guys are doing. They probably move really slow, and they're thinking everything they do. They have to think about. They probably don't plan too much ahead, which is fine. But they're probably like, okay, he's Dutch, so he makes skirmishers. So I'm gonna go up to get falconets. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what their thought process is. Data to go. He's just like, oh, I want to build more banks, but I only have 1 bank. I don't know. He plays 100% Dutch. You'd think that he had a little bit more of a streamlined game plan, but I mean, he's collecting his res. If he gets these wood crates, he'd be flying up to age 3 once he drops. He can drop like 3 banks right now and then get up to age 3 in no time. But he is making some skirmishers. He's got these pikes guarding the ville, so that's some good thought process there. You know, you want to protect your villagers, get some spearmen out there, make sure that these guys can eat the deer very safely, not have to worry. That's good protection. So protect your vills. That is a staple of any RTS game. So good thinking there. Another bank going up by the other bank. It's going to be the economic district, I believe, that he's trying to establish. But he's pretty much just chilling. I think, yeah, 700 coin. He's probably going to be going up to age 3. Around probably the 11. Oh, he might finish off these vills. Let's see where William Wallace is already on the way up. Going up with the Mohawk Statesman. He's at 30 vills. Steel traps coming in. This guy is on top of his market techs. Really not that bad of age 3 timing when you think about. And he already sent Scott Guards. Didn't send 700 wood or 700 coin. Like, imagine if he just sent the correct cards here. This guy would be shooting up the ladder. Like, you could add probably 400 points right to his rating by just skipping advanced mill. You could still send Virginia Company, but going like 700 wood, 700 coin. I mean, he's got 10 muskets. He's going to have like nearly 20 military units at the 10-minute mark and up to H3. Like, really not that bad. 30 vills. Maybe he just needs a little bit more practice with his Brit. Let's take a look again at his William Wallace main civ. Why is it not showing? It looks like okay. Apparently he only plays Brit as far as I can tell. But yeah, he's looking pretty good. He's stopped making villagers, unfortunately, for the moment. And amalgamation coming in now. This is looking pretty good for our British player. And he's got quite an economic focused deck. He's got Rangers in H4, some good military shipments, terraced houses, which lets your manners slowly train villagers. That could be useful as well. If he, I mean, he might be going. Okay, look like he is going to train a few more vills, but he might be looking to get to industrial pretty quick. Not too much happening here. These guys are getting quite aggressive on this hunt out here. The third bank is up for Dutch though, and wood is continuing to be gathered. He is aging up. Sergeant at Arms looks like he might have canceled a vill or two when he saw his opponent get to H3. And what do we have here? We have a church. Market is there. Looks like just great coats. I mean, very nice to see. Both players have great coats. I mean, you gotta appreciate that. In all the eco techs for Brit, he is veteran muskets and musket combat basically, and grenadier combat. But yeah, okay, Dutch is starting to catch up, getting the fourth bank now, and they are definitely ahead economically at this point. Despite the economic upgrades, 32 vills with some really good market techs, but 23 plus 4 banks, and these are what, about 4 vills each. So that'll be 16. That'll be about 40 vills. So yeah, I gotta say it's pretty close, but I gotta give it to the Dutch player here. And going with the church religious freedom coming in, this could be, maybe he is going for a timing. Said, oh, I don't know about that 700 food, my guy. You're and aging with 6 veteran helps. That's a pretty nice age up. Dropping an artillery foundry. Boy, more skirmishers coming out. There are 4 on the field right now. Yes, 4. You know, if you canceled this right now, you could send 1,000 food, and that gives you 300 more food. If I did that math correctly, you know, the RTS games are hard. Sometimes there's just too much going on in this. Look at this base. It's starting to look very nice. These houses all nice and tucked up in this by the market, and a nice little village here. You can even rotate a little bit and get another angle of it with the church. Looking very nice. I like his building placement, his style. Oh, let's see if we can rotate back to north. Oh, that might give some OCD people some real trouble, but I think we're almost there, right? I don't know which one it is. Okay. Anyway, he's getting log flume too. They're starting to spend their resources for. Oh, well, the Dutch player is. Brit over here. Yeah, I gotta tell you, the lack of idle villager time is really surprising me. Like, this is shockingly like on top of it. I thought for sure there would just be idle vills standing. I mean, there are a couple right now, but I think he's gonna get on top of that once he. Oh, you know, I was just gonna say, no, he's doing it individually. He doesn't even know that you can drag box the bills. He's using the idle bill hockey one at a time. Wow, that how about that casting? To see that, pick that up. I mean, I got to give it to myself a little bit there, but dude, just imagine if these guys knew they can just drag box. Select all the vills, or there's even, I think, idle vill hockey that selects a group of idle vills near each other. These guys, I'm telling, they have such little changes can impact their level of play drastically. And now coffee trade coming in. He hasn't. Okay, he's putting up the 5th bank now, and he's gonna look to add in 2 more potentially. Even though, oh yeah, okay, I think he just market bought for wood, and he's sending. Dude, this guy, I mean, dude, these guys are not that bad. They just need some little changes here. And this levy call here is a little bit questionable. But British is going up to industrial with the engineer. That is going to be the 2 falconets. He's at 38 villas, dropping quite a bit of the manors. He still has a lot more that he can drop. I think, well, 9 more to be exact. And he's saving a ship. Okay, no, he's not. He's sending Team Grenadier Guards, Grenadier Guards, whatever you want to call it. He gives more hit points to muskets and Grens. That's an age 2 card as he's about to hit up to age 3 or age 4. Hope he cancels that for his own sake. A couple of Falcons coming out for the Dutch player. He could get 2 more, but okay, he's just gonna stick with the 1. He's up to 6 banks. This guy's eco is really taking off now, and he's got a decent military as well. They just try to maybe they can't multitask too well, but if they just can get some use out of their military, again, they would just, their skill level would just go, it would skyrocket. It's really their build order, or they're utilizing the villagers and the resources, not so bad. So I wonder if these guys will ever see this video, and if they do, I hope they can take away some things from this where they can make just some small changes and really get a lot better. If that's what they want to do, you know, maybe they just enjoy taking their time, relaxing, maybe enjoying a beverage or something, and just chilling out. But if these guys want to get to the action a little bit quicker, they can definitely do that in a few small improvements. More musketeers coming, and they might not even honestly know about rally points. Well, the TC, he knows that, but maybe not the barracks, because these muskets keep popping out there. But dropping some more buildings. British is really starting to get quite a bit of some infrastructure. Already up to industrial. I think it was probably around the 16-minute mark. So, man, I think players often struggle, lower level players struggle when they are pressured and they get a little bit nervous. They're not quite sure how to handle it. But if they are given time, you can see that they're doing their thing. Not too bad either. Walling up, I like that. If you're having trouble protecting your base and keeping everything in order, the walling is always a good option. Now 4 falconets and quite a bit of Reuters villagers, idle villagers, but they're being picked up one by one pretty quickly. I'm quite impressed. And 1,000 food is coming in. Oh, he's got the mill. He doesn't want to go out on the map. He's a little bit fearful of that, so he's getting a mill and upgrading it right away. That 1k food is going to help him get to industrial. I think that's his thought process at this point. But yeah, he's got a nice military just to protect in the base. And yeah, you should be clicking pretty soon. The flashing icon should help him. There's some pretty good options for Dutch. I think 8 skirms is probably the worst. I would usually try to avoid, unless, yeah, they're usually in that point in the game. Industrial skirms aren't super useful to get just like another batch or 2 of them. So let's see. I'm sure we'll come back to him. I'm sure he'll be on the way up to industrial. But there we go. Terrace House is coming in for British, and they are quite far behind the score right now. But I think this, if he utilizes it, if he knows how to use it and knows what it does, can really get him in a good position. A couple outposts on the left flank here, giving him some extra vision. Armies out front protecting as well. Quite a bit of unexplored territory though. Redcoat's coming in, so he might be getting ready for a push. Just taking a drink, excuse me there. All right. So not quite using the estates just yet. I really hope he uses that, because he sent that instead of a factory or some pretty solid military shipments. Oh, that is unfortunate. Oh, okay, yeah, he's at least utilizing 2 barracks, not all 3, but he's utilizing 2 of them, so that's good. Could drop an artillery foundry is coming. Okay. Did I see vills pop out of here? I thought I heard the villager icon sound, but I'm not sure. So okay, we are heading up with the Tycoon. That should be the 1,000 coin for Dutch, and he's got a native post, and he's getting Cree textile craftsmanship. Oh man, I think that is the. Is that the reduced cost for buildings? I want to say that. Maybe we can check with the British player. Yeah, building time and cost reduction. So that's that. Man, he could have used that earlier for the banks for sure. He's already up to 7 of them. So yeah, that's not really gonna help too much. But he's up to industrial now. He's got the coin. He's got 4 Falcons. And he's making the Kree Vills and getting the Kree Tanning, which gives 5% HP to all units, I believe. He's got a shipment ready. He's got the fort in H4. 1600 wood as well. So these guys are really getting their eco going. This guy, I mean, look at this bank, dude. And I think Dutch is probably a good civ for newer players, lower level players, because you just, once you get the banks up, you don't have to macro your vills. You don't have to decide what to do with them. It just generates resources and adds up to your bank. So I think he's gonna put his factories right here, maybe a fort here. I think this guy is base building. I think he's base building 101 right here. Ooh, but he sees the enemy just on the edge of the line of sight of this native post, and his explorer, the redcoats, are approaching slowly but surely. Let's see what William Wallace is up to. He's shipping Gentlemen of the Pike, triple raxing now with these musketeers. He's got an estate. He's got a mill with both upgrades. He's got 3 mills, but not utilizing all of them just yet. They do cost only 200 wood now because of that card. And we are on the move. William Wallace is pushing in, finding that Kree native post. And looks like, oh, maybe he's a little bit intimidated, not quite ready yet. What else does he want to send? He's got all the musketeer upgrades, so they are triple carded. Do we have an arsenal? No, not yet. So that's, I mean, it's a hand attack upgrade that he can get, but pretty much fully upgraded musketeers. Bookkeeping coming in for the estate. I don't think he's really utilized the estates to make villagers with the terraced houses card, unfortunately, and he hasn't really fully utilized Virginia Company either, as he's currently max popped and he has more manors he can build. So some easy improvements for him there. And oh, there we go. Data to Go has spotted it, and he is ready. The pikemen are charging in. A few straggler cavalry going in for some early hits. And a lot of artillery here. I think Dutch has some very good positioning. Once these falconets get a shot on them, oh my gosh, they're going to wipe these infantry. I think one falconet is down for Brits. It looks like Dutch is targeting the Falcons and taking out both of them already. Unfortunately, the Dutch Falcons are unpacking. Now they're packing up and unpacking. Oh, and a huge batch of 5 Falcons from the rear. One goes down immediately, but there's going to be some great shots from them. Not a lot of supporting units for Dutch. Veteran skirmishers only, and these Guard Musketeers are actually doing really well here. And very, very good focus firing on these Falcons. We had like 9 Falcons here, and we're about to reset to 0. That is shocking, actually, just how strong these Redcoats have been in this fight. Wow, triple carded H4 Redcoats, you can't underestimate them. And there's some marching into the economy of the Dutch player, and still a huge mass. 30 Redcoats remaining, and they're going to go straight into the farm. I don't know if our Dutch player has enough to hold this, or has the APM, the mental strength to come back from this. He's got multiple shipments, tons of resources, but his villagers are going down so quickly. We have a gentle Pete the Pet Bear coming in, as well as Ceviche. And oh, we missed a 5 Falconets volley on these musketeers. The bear and the dog are going at it, taking out these musketeers. More villagers are being targeted, though. Very good focus fire by William Wallace. He knows what the target is here, and he's murdering the economy as these Falconets are still making their way. Very good unit control in the terms of military for Data to Go, making sure to move those Falcons up and not get, because they can often get stuck, and if you don't move them forward, they can be pretty useless. But very good. I mean, getting those batches, he's already got the field gun upgrade, so these are very, very strong artillery pieces now. He just needs to make more barracks, get more military out. He's a little bit I think just stressed out right now because he's got some idle villagers, more than he's had all game. He's not using his shipments. He's just let's see. He found the opponent's forward base with the Explorer, and William Wallace is on the move. He is making moves. He's still just at 51 vills, so economies are pretty close. Rangers, 13 Rangers coming in now though, as well as Frontier Outpost. No factories yet for either player. More falconets from the British player. He must have an artillery foundry somewhere. There it is. Oh, those aren't just falconets. Those are field guns. And he's powering up for another big push. Just 17 vills on food, which is hurting his economy. And he's basically stopped producing vills. Also really not helping out that situation. Veteran longbow is going to be coming in. The Rangers did show up at home. They are not upgraded at all. I think with this veteran longbow, they should get upgraded to veteran ranger, which would give them at least 100 HP, which is pretty wild. I mean, bare rangers without any upgrades are pretty bad. They have a nice range and a good attack, but that is some low HP. There we go, veteran ranger coming in. But we have Dutch with a counter push. Just a little scouting party going out here, not bringing the Falcons quite yet. Tulip speculation coming in to help out the bank gather rates there. Just a little skirmish there, and this Explorer is going to go down again. But he has a good vision on what is headed his way. Queuing up more more field guns. I really like that choice. I wish you would get a few more military buildings. He did get the training speed upgrades, which is, you know, something you don't think these 600, 700 ELO players would maybe even know about. But he is getting the right upgrades. Oh, he's got both his factories in now. All right, so yeah, really making use of some of his shipments. Unfortunately, just a single Reuter batch there. But we have 7 banks, and they are gathering quite a good clip. Almost 3.5 coin per second. And yeah, both factories being upgraded. They're on wood and coin right now, so he's looking for that artillery production. Will he get any more field guns in this batch? No, just the 1. But he's got 6 out here now. He needs to upgrade either his skirms or his Reuters getting cav combat. That'll help a little bit. But the forces are building up. Actually, Dutch might have more military pop here. He's got 100. Is that right? He's got 100 and over 100? 120? 123? Wow. Is this all of his military pop? Am I missing? Oh, we got a side stable. We've got a side stable. He's going in for a raid at some point. A nice little proxy stable there. Reuter raid. Not the most effective, but hey, if he's building up a mass of 20 of them or so, I was like, where's the military pop? Okay, we have a little bit more here. This is going to be interesting. The timing is going to be very interesting on that. Oh, we have more Falcons in the back guarding the farms as well, and Arsenal for some upgrades. All right, wow. Dutch is in full gear now. He's got an insane eco, and he's getting all his production facilities down, protecting these factories, more barracks, more stables. He's going to get more upgrades. That eco is insane. He's got over 5K banked up res right now. William Wallace really, unfortunately struggling. Wait a minute. Oh, he is making some vills from the houses now, but not from the TC. If he should just, he's got to max out his eco. Make 99 vills, my friend. Yes. Look at, I mean, the bank is just saying everything here. Though this is going to be a strong push. He's got 3 forward racks, triple racks, training guard musketeers. But the Reuter raid is here, and a villager does go down. Maybe this will be the sign for William Wallace to start queuing up more vills, but it's indeed the sign for something else, for him to push his opponent's base. I don't know if this is panic or if this is oh, he's a little bit indecisive. Maybe this is him seeing an opening, but little does he know there's a massive army waiting for him, and the first shot from a field gun. Oh wait, he's going for a flank. He's going around the base, gonna head for the farms again. I like this. Both farms are under attack by both players. Oh, there is artillery waiting, though. It just needs to unpack and fire, and data to go can clean this up. A nice raid, distract. Oh, and a waiting field gun as well. Oh my gosh, who's trapping who here? it looks like William Wallace has walked right into a massive trap, but he does have a pretty big army, and these musketeers are no joke. But there is the remaining forces from Dutch coming in for the rescue. Oh my gosh, how many Falcons do we have here? I can't even click. There's so many units. 9 field guns, and these muskets are going to go down very, very quickly. I think we're starting to see a pretty clear picture on who has the advantage in this game, and I think that is going to be Data to Go. Actually, the lower rated player in this matchup. But look at this bank, man. It's just insane. 7 banks, 2 factories. He's got 23 vills, but it doesn't matter. He's making a side barracks as well, sending in more Reuters and Skirm, but these guys are going to go down to the pike. Redcoat's coming back. Looks like he did have another batch, a huge batch of muskets being produced, but yeah, most villagers are on wood. Doesn't have artificial fertilizer, unfortunately, to help his mills there, but pretty much his entire eco is the banks and the factories gathering up that coin. His little raiding group is going to go down here to these Redcoat Musketeers. And yeah, I mean, it's just the same thing. William Wallace is going to be stuck with his economy, not producing any more vills, and he was looking really good early on. I thought he was maybe the better player. He had a good opening, good kind of strategy, and utilized some good shipments, and pretty good age up timing to age 3. But for some reason, it seems that he just decided and didn't send the factories yet. He just decided that, oh man, sending some questionable late game shipments, but oh boy, more units going down. The field guns are rolling in, but deciding to just not make any more villagers after hitting industrial. I don't. Maybe it's just like a habit that he has, or I don't know. It's definitely because he was really good on the villager production early on. I think he has to, you know, have that click in his mind. Don't ever stop making villagers. Don't ever. But hold on, wait a minute. We have a flank here. Does Data to Go see it coming? Maybe he doesn't, but the Falcons are turning around and they're annihilating these musketeers. Oh, they thought they were going in for a flank, but they are just getting demolished. 1 field gun goes down and the retreat is happening. But oh man, the muskets are flying on their way out. And Data to Go has enough res to go Imperial, but he is training mortars and he is ready to take out this forward base. Does he even? Yeah, okay, he knows the forward base, but first clearing some of these houses. He might just decide it's time to go and just head in. Howitzer is going to be upgraded for those mortars. Stagecoach came in for Data to Go for the 1 TP. Okay, all right. Riding school and 1,600 wood are the next 2 shipments for our Dutch player here. It was deciding to just chill out. You know, can we actually view lock here? Or maybe, I'm not sure if this works. Oh, it does. Here we go. Data to Go observing his enemy's base, seeing the musketeers fleeing home. We're going to stay on view lock for a minute and see. Oh, maybe it doesn't work because usually it'll show what units he's selecting. But anyway, a huge fight here. But the positioning is just so good for Dutch. And Brits can't even delete these houses to clear the way and get a little bit closer to the opponent's units. So just a really bad position to take a fight. These Falcons are never going to get touched. And these muskets are just getting annihilated. And I think William Wallace, does view lock work on him? It seems like it kind of works for both players, but maybe observing is just a little funky. Rockets do come in. 2 infinite rockets. They're getting some skirm kills. He's getting better in Hussar. Yeah, you know, I would say a Hussar switch could go really well for him, but it still comes down to the economy. It's just not even in the same universe. But he potentially could clear all these field guns out with some goons and some vet Hussar if he times it right. But reinforcing units coming from Dutch. Oh, and the howitzers. Oh, there was a proxy artillery foundry as well. I really like the tactics. Data to Go is just... he's got some good tactics. He knows what he's doing. This is probably not his first RTS game, and he's really getting some units out and on the map where your opponent wouldn't expect them, and just hitting them blindsided. These howitzers are going to destroy every building in their sight, one-shotting the barracks. The field guns are here as well. Let's not forget about them. Guard Hussar coming in for him. He can do anything he wants at this point. Only 31 vills. The rockets do get some good shots on these howitzers, but here come the field guns. They are marching in a very bizarre formation, but they're going to take out these rockets and every unit that British has remaining. And I think that is going to be pretty much it. Dutch is not even training any units right now. I think they're probably super confident. Unfortunately, didn't get any arsenal upgrades. He did have the thought there, but it maybe just slipped his mind as things were happening. You know, if these vet hussar, I don't even know if 5 vet hussar can take out what, 7 field guns. Oh, it's down to 6 now. That would be probably, well, I think they probably would, but oh my gosh, 13 guard hussar reinforcing, and there you have it. I don't know if the British player saw that coming in, but yeah, I don't think he did. But I think he was realizing it's just there's nothing to take out these field guns, and a really nice push. I really like the proxy base there by Data to Go. He was looking like he was in trouble. I mean, that first guard musketeer push, where all these Falcons went down here, and then he pushed into the farms here, killed a bunch of vills. I really thought he was looking good. He just a simple mistake, and I have this in my tip videos. I'm talking about all the time. You have to continuously make villagers, and that just makes a difference. So I hope you guys enjoyed this low elo game. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.